Welcome to So Very Easy. My name is Laura, and over the last couple of weeks, I have been making this little quilt. It has been a follow along, and it's called Starlight. Now, it was an odd way of making it, but when we were done, it turns out to be a hunter star. There's many ways we can quilt the hunter star, but I do want to quilt it so it really emphasizes the star in this quilt. So the pattern I'm going to do is going to involve straight lines. So we could do this on a domestic machine with a walking foot, or we could do ruler work. We could also do it on a sit-down machine. So I will be doing it on my Q20. So I'm going to need just any straight ruler, my ruler foot to go along with it, and if you'd like, you can have a water-soluble or a fading marker. So I have this all sandwiched and ready to go. I have a beautiful floral background, and I have a soft beige thread on the top, and I also have it in the bobbin. So this is what the block looks like. But when we put it together, we end up with stars and blocks that sort of look like birds. So I'm going to treat those stars as one unit and each of the birds in another unit. To quilt these stars, I'm going to do a 1/4 inch all the way around the outside of this shape. And I'm going to leave a 1/4 inch from that outside seam. Then I'm going to come in and I'm going to repeat that shape, coming in a little bit more. So I do want to start in a seam. Now I know that my needle is a 1/4 inch from that edge because of this foot. So I have the 1/4 inch from here into that center. And I'm right in that seam. Now I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to put it right along this seam. And I'm going to have the foot run along the edge of this ruler until I come to a 1/4 inch. This foot is going to help me without measuring. As I stitch, the foot is going to stop a 1/4 inch from this area. So it's going to sit right here. So I'm going to be able to stitch and stop. So I'm just going to stitch. And I can see the edge of the foot right here on this seam. And it's on the edge of this seam because the ruler held it in place. So now I can move that ruler and the edge is going to go up against that foot and along that seam line. And I'm going to stitch until I come to this seam. And I want to stop right in that seam. Rotate that ruler. It's going to hit the back of the foot and follow that seam. And rotate. Same thing, stitch until you hit this seam. Rotate and continue stitching. So I'm going to stitch all the way around. So I've stopped and started right in that same area. The next row of stitching will be a 1/4 inch from this seam. And I'm going to continue that all the way around. But I need to stitch down so that the edge of the foot is going to come to the edge of the stitching. Now when I slide my ruler there, that seam and the edge of the foot are matching up. And I'm going to stitch and stop just like I did in this corner, but I'm using the threads as a guide, not the seams. And I have a thread line there and a thread line in the back. Rotate. So that row of stitching is going to go against the ruler. Stitch. Stop in the ditch, rotate, and continue stitching. Stopping right there at that seam, and rotate, and continue stitching all the way around. So I finished up right in that row. And I'm going to continue that 1/4 inch seam all the way down. So we're only using the foot and a straight ruler to do all the work. To keep this puffy down, I'm going to stitch in the ditch until this last row of stitching. So that puffy is down, and it just adds some nice dimension. The bird shapes are going to have the same type of quilting, but this time it's going to have a line down the center. And that line down the center is going to make it so I can go all the way around, go over top of that line, and not have to stop until this piece is done. So I'm going to start at that point. So the ruler will go against the foot, and that straight line is going to go along one of my seams. We could measure the halfway mark if you'd like, and then you'll have to take that 1/4 inch into consideration. But I know if that line is straight and this is straight, I know I'm good to go. And I'm going to stitch down and stop a 1/4 inch. I'm going to quilt this bottom piece first. I'm going to go around, and I'm going to use this seam as a guide. I'm going to use that ruler and stitch to that point. Line up and stitch. So I'm stopping right here at that seam. And stitch all the way around. That center stitching line is going to be a guide for me to move up. I'm going to go up until that is right there along that seam. I'm going to continue stitching. Now travel up until we're past a 1/4 inch here. So the ruler will now fit on that seam, and I'm going to go all the way around. I'm going to use that line as a guide for stopping and starting at this point and traveling up. And do as many rows as you like. I'm going to pick up and go to the next one, and I'm going to do all of them this way. So when all the stitching has been done, you will notice that those lines help draw your eye in towards the center. And it just made it easy for us to quilt because it gave us a marking. So we have those bird shapes and that star done. For the patterns along the edge of the quilt, for the part stars, I just started stitching right off, went up and around and came right off. I didn't worry about that 1/4 inch seam allowance. It's going to be covered with the binding, but I did go and stitch that little point down. For the pieces that had that bird shape, I did have to consider this 1/4 inch. So for myself, I did draw it. And that way in my mind, when I came to it, I remembered that that was the area that I was going to work from. So that meant my ruler was going to go along that edge. Now when my foot went around, it gave me that 1/4 inch. So we have a 1/2 inch from that raw edge. That was the only thing that I needed to really pay attention to when I came to those edges. Other than that, the quilt was a very simple quilt to quilt. We were just following and letting the foot and the ruler do all the work. That straight line quilting really did give it a lot of dimension. I did do a floral background, so it's a little bit harder to see that quilting in the background, but it does have lovely texture. And my little quilt is now done. So Starlight is now quilted. The last thing I need to do is trim it and put some binding on. This has been a little follow along that I've done over the last couple of weeks, and I'll put some links in the description so that you can follow along and maybe make one yourself. It was an interesting way to make this block. Be sure to check it out. And as always, thank you for joining me today on Sew Very Easy. Feel free to subscribe. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and I have a newsletter. It's all free under Sew Very Easy. And be sure to make every day a Sewtacular day. Bye for now.